Good evening, everyone. The study is titled Percutaneous Wide Biopsy, Needle Biopsy for Spinal Lesion using Plastic Cannula, a technical note. Biopsy remains the most important tool in a spine surgeon's armamentarium, especially to clinch the diagnosis of a vertebral body lesion. However, sample inadequacy plays an important part in lowering the diagnostic accuracy. Hence, we present a technical modification by using kyphoplasty cannula and pituitary forceps to improve the sample adequacy and the diagnostic accuracy. 71 patients with radiological evidence of discovertebral lesion from T1 to S1 were included, and CT scan was used to localize the exact location of the lesion. The technique of the transpedicular biopsy involves use of C-arm with the patient in prone position and use of Jamshidi needle. The C-arm is oriented in such a way that a bullseye view of the entire pedicle is obtained, and Jamshidi needle is passed and directed according to the location of the needle. After confirming its position, a guide wire is passed over the Jamshidi needle, and the Jamshidi needle is replaced with a kyphoplasty cannula. Once the cannula reaches the point where it just meets the lesion, the wire and the stellate are removed, and thereafter a 20 cc syringe was fixed over the tip of the cannula and aspiration was attempted. A drill was then introduced to scrape the lesion along with the healthy tissue, and after its removal, a 16 centimeter long and 3 millimeter thick pituitary forceps is introduced in the cannula, and under fluoroscopy guidance, the samples were obtained with the pituitary punch. The cannula allows the repositioning and anteroposterior adjustment of the pituitary forceps until adequate sample is obtained from the lesion. Similarly, the process can be used to harvest the material from the disc. To obtain sample from the disc, the Jamshidi needle is introduced through the far lateral approach, and an oblique C-arm shoot is used to identify the end-on views. The needle is introduced lateral to the facet joint and not too close to the pedicle above. The samples which were collected were sent for aerobic, anaerobic culture, AFB culture and fungal culture, and were also sent for gene expert and histopathology examination. Of the 71 patients who underwent biopsy, 95% had a definite diagnosis. All the samples were found to be adequate on histopathological examination, and only 3 patients did not grow any organism but showed chronic inflammation. These were gene expert negative and they responded well to the antibiotics. This chart shows first chart shows distribution of the location of the lesion and the gender distribution. Our method showed a positive diagnostic yield of about 95% without any rate of complication. None of the patient underwent a repeat biopsy, and our study had a 100% sample adequacy without performing any intraoperative scrape cytology. This pie diagram shows the distribution of the pathology, with most common being infective pathology. The limitations of our study were that it was a small sample size and the fact that it was based on a single center, and nearly half of these patients were of infective pathology. Thus, to conclude, our technique of using pituitary forceps through a cannula is highly effective in getting adequate representative sample with excellent accuracy in diagnosis. This procedure is beneficial for soft tissue lesions and for infective pathology, especially discitis. Thank you.